everybody, I'm PT. Welcome to PT Showbiz Top 5. And I'm feeling a little better. Man, listen, those who've been following me since day one or been following me for over 3 years know I cannot have anything spicy. It would just mess me up. And I don't know if you can tell now, but on this side of my mouth, I'm still dealing with a canker sore. Canker sores, people deal with it in different ways. I deal with it because of me eating spicy foods. Sometimes I get hard-headed, and I decide I want to eat me some cheese dip, and next thing you know, and they last about a week, and they're very painful, but they eventually go away. So mine is almost gone away. I had to put a show out. I love you guys. And again, I'm just so glad that I finally reached 11,000 and growing, and I'm glad you guys like the word on the streets. Let's get right to it. I am going to be talking about Pop Smoke. And I'm going to tell you guys what I think about that and why he should have did what he did. All right. And number 4, I'm going to talk about this Kobe Bryant tickets. A lot of people are pissed off and mad. And I'm going to tell you what I think they should do. The people who are mad about the tickets. And of course, number 3, I don't know if you guys heard about the lady who exposed this download brother. Well, it was not a happy ending. Of course, number 2, the Whitney Houston hologram. A lot of people are mad. They mad about that. And of course, number 1 is Tank cheating on his wife. Ooh, well, baby, wait till I give you the scoop on this. Let's move on. Let's get right to this drama and mess. Well, I know a lot of you people who watch my show may not know who Pop Smoke is, but I'm going to give you a little history on Pop Smoke. He was 20 years old, and he was an up-and-coming rapper. And he was in Hollywood Hills the other morning, and all this went down about 4:30 in the morning. It was a home invasion, and they from what I understand, and by the time you get this video, maybe something has changed. They haven't found the killers yet. I'm sure they will. But supposedly, everybody was saying that it was his house, but from what I was told, it was actually like an Airbnb. Now, this happened again in the Hollywood Hills, and I guess every place ain't safe, right? You would think Hollywood. But anyway, so let me just show you this picture, and I'm gonna say something. Show the picture here. You can't do this. You can't be flossing and showboating. Not saying this is the reason why he got killed, but it does not help to be showboating and flossing. I mean, I know a guy that lives in New York. He's a porn star, and he's on Instagram. I wish I knew his name. I could show y'all his name, tell you his name, you can watch him. And when I tell you on Instagram, he be flossing that money, I'll be like, baby, please give me some of them coins. I'm in the wrong business. I need to be doing porn instead of YouTube. I'm sorry. So I'm like, you can't be doing this because you need to remember that people are watching you. So I'm letting y'all know right now, this is not real, okay? This ain't real. And this ain't worth nothing. So you just got to be careful, man. And the guy has worked with Travis Scott. He's worked with Nicki Minaj. And he was up and coming. And rest in peace, Pop Smoke. And oh, by the way, one of his songs that was real popular last year was Welcome to the Party. Was one of his songs. But you know, there's a lot of people, you know, there's some rude, cruel, mean people in the world. A lot of people saying you live by the sword, you die by the sword, or the way you talk and how you rap is how you die. I'm like, nobody deserves to die. Nobody deserves to die. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about the Kobe Bryant tickets. Now, a lot of people, as you guys know, this coming Monday is going to be the memorial service. He's already been briefed, unless him and his daughter, Gino. And here's how the tickets went down. You can get one ticket for $224. You can get 2 for $224, and you can buy one ticket for $24. They were saying that those are the tickets that's going to be, you know, way up for people like me, I guess. Well, again, it's going to be this Monday at 10 a.m. So a lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people are mad because they felt like that. Well, this is what one person said. They said, well, a fan wrote, well, this may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like this memorial service is horrible, and they're using the ticket sales to raise money to profit off the dead. Well, I disagree with this. I disagree with this person. I'm going to tell you why. As a former church musician, a musician needs to be paid. A preacher needs to be paid. It depends on the church. Sometimes a secretary, it's like a job. And I feel like, even though this money, I don't think it's going to be going to the family. I think this money is actually going to Kobe's, or either Vanessa's, one of their favorite charities or whatever. I don't think they're getting any of this money, but I mean, you have to have money to run the place. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be at the Staples Center and it holds 20,000 people. You got to be, I mean, some of the money, I'm sure you got to pay for the place. You're not going to get it free. Then again, I could be wrong. But my thing is this, some of y'all didn't even pay tickets to go see the damn game. So why are you concerned about the memorial? I don't see a problem with them charging for the tickets either. You can afford it, you can't. Some of y'all can even afford the tickets. You know? But I do believe I read that Vanessa said the majority, the ticket sales are going to go to the foundation. So I don't have a problem with it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them selling the tickets. I don't. I feel like, you know, it is what it is. Either you can get one or you can't. So it is what it is. Let's move on. Okay, guys. I don't know if you heard about this lady. Her name was Jane Warfield. This happened in Indianapolis, Minnesota. And she walked in on, I believe it's a former boyfriend, him and another guy, and she was teed off. And she basically went live on Facebook, and she said, if you guys don't pay me $5,000, I'm going to expose y'all. And she also said that, y'all know if I get killed, whatever, they did it, whatever. So far, last I heard, they have not found anyone who have killed this lady. They shot her dead in the streets, and this is what happens when you expose people. But listen to her rant on Facebook, or she was on Facebook.
I see the whole gay bird in front of my whole two eyes. Two eyes. I had to come here and tell them about it. Listen. Happened earlier today. Hold on. This nigga, y'all, that... Hold on, let me wait for some more people to get on here. Because y'all got to hear this story, because this is a good story. You know, we hear a lot of shit, but we don't never really get to see that shit, because these niggas, they hiding. Listen, y'all, they're hiding behind the covers in the sheets around this bitch. The covers in the sheets. You feel me? The covers in the sheets. Hiding. They're hiding. So, I have been, you know, discussing some shit with this nigga. We were doing some business, me and this dude. Now, I'm gonna tell you, he did give me some head way back a long time ago. Long time ago, a couple of years ago, like before I started fucking with Fran or something. No, he wasn't even there. It was after, okay, it was about 2 years. Was it 2 years ago? About 2 years ago. I think when I first was on Orchard, he gave me some head. That's when it was, you know. Okay, so when I was on Orchard, nigga gave me some head, right? Never really talked to him like that. You know, I had the old man. I had a lot of other shit going on, so I never talked to the nigga like that. Listen. So, I was doing some business with this nigga, right? Hold on. I had to run in there and still take my phone and run out. They chased me out the house. Hold on. Pants hanging and everything. Hold on. Screaming, Hallville. They was, I said, fuck Hallville. I don't give a fuck. You didn't even give me some money. I'm fucking telling everybody. You niggas got some money? We Hallville. Ain't nobody. Fuck Hallville. Hallville gonna have to pay. Because if not, it's a story to be told. Oh, y'all don't want to pay? Bitch, I'll let you give me some head and you out fucking niggas in their ass? Oh, no. Oh, no. This shit's not gonna fly. No, it's not. And I feel disgusted. I've been sick all day. Thinking about how I let you suck on my motherfucking pussy. And you're over there hitting the fudge out the back of niggas. I can't stomach it. But they say you Far East Side niggas been doing that shit. I ain't never seen that shit. Listen, I never seen that shit with my own two eyes. But today, I've been scorned for life. But today, I'm trying to move forward. Today, I've been traumatized. You niggas out here traumatizing bitches. Pull down on this nigga. Hold on.
All right. Enough of
I
this.
grabbed what I came to get or whatever.
Okay.
He's like, come on.
Enough of this. Okay. Let me make sure I stopped it. Well, okay, here's a problem. First of all, no one's deserves to be killed or murdered or whatever for exposing anybody. But these are the things that happens when you do stuff like this. Now, they're not saying that she said at the end of her video, she said, hey, listen, if I die, let everybody know that they killed me. So far, there hasn't been anyone arrested. By the time you guys get this video, maybe so. But so far, no one's been arrested. But here's what she messed up at. If you have to listen to the video, and if you go find it online, she's saying something about F the Negroes in Hapville or Hateville. I guess it's some area in that part of Indianapolis. And I heard a guy on Periscope saying that's a bad area. A lot of gangs and stuff like that. And so you basically disrespected that side of town. And I guess somebody wasn't having it. And she was driving in her car the next day. She was shot several times. And she lost control of the car. And she caused a 4-car crash. So, man, I tell you, first of all, she wasn't with this guy anymore. Okay, so if you wasn't with this guy, she said what? She couldn't even remember how long ago it was. If it was 2 years ago, why was it important? You know? And maybe they wasn't DL. Maybe he was just, everybody's not out. There's a lot of masculine guys who are not out. And they don't have to be out. Everybody that's gay don't have to tell everybody they're gay. So that wasn't her right to tell everybody that they were on the DL. Not saying she deserved this, because she did not deserve to be killed. But you have to be careful what you say about people, how you say things, and respond and react to certain things that you see. She said she's scorned for life. Girl, you ain't never seen 2 men have sex? I know a lot of straight men watch gay porn all the time. Me, I'm the opposite. I like straight porn. So it's just a horrible situation. Y'all go try to find the video. May the little young lady rest in peace, and I hope they find the killers or the killer or whoever that took her life. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Whitney Houston and this hologram. A lot of people are upset about this Whitney Houston hologram. We already know Pat Houston is the ringleader behind it. And a lot of people say they don't want to see it. It's going to be kicking off on the 24th of this month, and it's going to be kicking off up in the hologram is going to kick off in England, Sheffield, England. Well, y'all know Whitney was well known all over the world. February the 25th, and remember, y'all, they had a Tupac hologram. They had some other holograms. A lot of people just don't. Some people don't like them. I saw the hologram. I went to. And I really hate the fact that I didn't see Whitney while she was living. Oh, man, I miss that woman. But a lot of people upset. Will they sell out? I don't know. Who is the money going to? Where is Sissy? What does she think about this? I don't know. Did y'all know that my most viewed video on YouTube is about Whitney Houston? Did y'all know? No, it's Wendy Williams and then Whitney Houston. I think the Whitney Houston, I think it passed. I think the Whitney passed it. I'm not for sure. I think the Whitney Houston passed Wendy Williams. I'm not for sure, but I think it's either Wendy and Whitney or Whitney and Whitney, something like that. So it's going to be coming out. Would you guys go see it? Would I go see it? Can I be honest with y'all? I would like to see it because I've never seen Whitney in person. I know it's not Whitney, but I mean, I just want to see it. Maybe I just want to go see and critique it. Because you can't really say how anything is if you don't go see it. You understand what I'm saying? You can't just say, oh, it ain't going to be good. You don't know. You can't critique something if you don't go. Just like the lady she's traveling all over the world. It sounds just like Whitney. And people are saying, I know some people, I'm not going to say his name, Chase, that don't want to see, because Chase is a huge Whitney fan. So am I. And he don't want to, if it ain't Whitney, he don't want to hear it. He don't want to see it. He just, you know. But yes, I would like to see it so I can critique it. And so I can tell you guys, yes, the hologram is great. It's supposed to be a full orchestra. The lighting and everything, they say it's supposed to look just like her up on stage. Well, I wouldn't know the difference because I ain't never seen her before. All right, you guys leave a comment below. Let's move on to number 1. Let's talk about Tank's ass. Juicy. I ain't said nothing about Tank in a long time, except the time that he was like supposedly, you know, singing at these gay prides and stuff like that, which ain't a big deal to me, but you know, he did it. he made his coins, and I know a lot of other men probably want to do it, but they were too scared to do it. Let's talk about Tank. Well, there's a little lady by the name of Selena Powell. If you Google her, you might not call her a lady. Some people call her a groupie. Well, she's alleging. Let me just tell you what she wrote on Instagram. Everything goes down on Instagram. She says, and she wrote this on Instagram, these racy DMs, and she also tagged Tank and the wife. Oh, Jesus. Okay, she said, okay. Now, well, let me just say this. Now, she has been linked to several football players and rappers and so on and so on. And here's what she posted. If you have any kids, listen, please cover their ears or have them send them to the back room. She goes, well, how does my pussy taste when we played? And she tagged, again, Tank and the wife. Zena Foster is his wife. And then she continues and she says, imagine. And of course, he says, imagine. And she says, imagine making me come 20 times. I want to suck your toes, daddy. And in response, he said, yeah, just imagine. And she says, I want to be your girlfriend, and so on and so on. Listen, y'all. Just because she posted this on Instagram and she's known for being a groupie doesn't necessarily mean that Tank is messing around with this woman. But if he is, such a sad situation because you're married and you let your stuff get out. I don't think no one should cheat on anybody, but if you're going to cheat, don't let nobody find out. You understand what I'm saying? You know, for so long, you know, we know that Tank allegedly has a reputation of being a whore, you know, and a cheating man. Then you've heard rumors that, you know, he'd like to get his backside ate out, and you've heard rumors that, you know, he's gay, all kind of stuff. I don't know, and I really don't care. I'm just reporting it because it's in the news. But y'all look, just because Tank ain't been married that long. So we'll be watching the headlines, and we'll wait to see, honey. She tagged the wife and him into the post. That's messy. That is messy. Well, even if she didn't tag her into the post, if she had put it on Instagram, everybody was going to see it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'll keep y'all informed with this because this is crazy. So listen, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, and rest in peace the little lady who was killed. And I'm glad you guys tuned in. I had to get a show out for you. And listen, the people who worked at the hospital, Johnny's friends, I need you guys to DM me, email me your name so I can send you guys a shout out. comedianpt@yahoo.com. My shout outs come with a donation of your choice. So not to you guys at the hospital, but anybody else after that. Because I ain't making no money on this channel, so it ain't going to hurt you to send me $1 or $2. All right? I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in to PT Showbiz Top 5. And I will give you guys some updates on Lunel's birthday party. It's going to be in Vegas. I need to get in contact with my cousin Desi so I can try to make it. All right? So I love you guys very much, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in. And you guys